Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn December 25, 2022. Today's new moon can nudge you along a new path of self-discovery and empowerment. It brings a new beginning or fresh start, but it's also about your need to recharge before moving forward. There may be some work to do regarding putting a long-standing problem behind you, and you can become aware of the need for more rest and perhaps some seclusion or special attention to your private life. It's a time to recharge, review, and let go spiritually and physically. Circumstances could force your attention to your spiritual needs and mental health at this time of year. You might decide to change up your routines in small ways so that you satisfy a need for something new and different. Although you may want to give a personal project or endeavor your all, a call to share or collaborate can interrupt your efforts. Aim to take in rather than push forward. A rather slow and reflective period of the year is upon you. This is because a new moon in your solar 12th house is arriving today. However, as much as this may encourage you to lie low, recharge, and reset your mental and emotional batteries, you can use this time to enjoy some independence and solitude. Reflect in the coming week on what you've learned in the past year and how you can better create the life of your dreams by releasing any baggage, clutter, or weight that is just holding you back or tying you to the past. A bright future awaits, but first, you must find stillness. Step into your inner CEO. Since you are a quirky sign, you tend to prefer to go against the grain at work. However, the new moon in Capricorn is your subconscious cue to step into your secret professionalism. Instead of resisting this mature subliminal approach to your career, you may want to embrace it over the next 6 months. It could even come out in your immediate work community and through your communication style, which would become more apparent since Chiron will station direct in Aries today as well. What a difference a week can make. This time last week there was a lot of tension as in her final days in your financial sector, the dwarf planet Ceres was competing with Jupiter in his final days in your income sector. With both gone, that tension is gone, and while Jupiter has left behind planets that will keep the income momentum going, on the other side of the financial fence Ceres has left you with a better sense of your financial needs and priorities. You are generally no stranger to suffering. Your quiet, internal world is constantly interrupted and disturbed by the goings-on of the human race. In order to keep your equilibrium, you must have 1 or 2 hobbies that strengthen your inner world. Painting comes to mind, or playing some kind of music. Knowing the kind of atmosphere you thrive in is paramount. Give yourself what you need in order to feel secure in your environment. It may be high time you took a little time off. Some fun and adventure will do you a world of good. Often yours is a more serious nature that's committed to seeing a job done. Yet, without a little downtime, you won't be as effective as you could be. Getting a break away from the stresses and pressures will rejuvenate your soul and refresh your mind. Do this for yourself today. You'll be so glad you did. A week that began with the moon making its last visit to your career sector for the year and supporting Jupiter in his final days in your income sector has settled back. So much so that you might find that the wind has been taken out of your sails, or that all that you want to do is find a seat to fall into. This is less the result of a busy week or a busy year and more because the sun, moon, and stars are all aligned in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart. In the early days of the month-long wind down of your current solar year, the slow lane is looking more and more inviting. Just 3 days after Jupiter's return to your relationship sector Chiron, the planet of healing has turned direct. Jupiter has returned with an opportunity for a fresh start, and now Chiron makes it easier to let go of the past and especially any old relationship ghosts. While the dwarf planet Eris will remain in retrograde motion until next month, this allows you to keep the doors open to the past and second chances for a few more weeks, but without being anchored to the past. Our eyes in the sky. Today's Capricorn new moon means your mind will be sharp, so make the most of this astrological placement and get complicated work out of the way early in the day. As the day unfolds, the moon forms a minor frustration with Mars retrograde. There might be issues around letting go of the past, and there is a risk that past mistakes could be repeated. Don't shy away from doing things differently now, and be open to new ideas. You interact easily with others, even those you work with are receptive to any ideas you put forward regarding your professional future. This trend continues in your personal life. Even though you have fun meeting new friends, don't forget existing ones, as they all benefit your well-being. However, you could do with some activity on the fitness front. You need to ensure you're not so forceful when you demand to get your own way. Not only in your personal life but at work as well, you sometimes take advantage of situations to make progress at the other's expense, leading to arguments that it's far preferable to avoid. What you say lands you in trouble. Hold back instead, try harder not to cause offense. Also remember to stay grounded and humble as you articulate your thoughts. Egos could clash right now, and there's a risk that an argument could manifest, so watch out for confrontational people as well. You might be involved in power struggles, so avoid throwing your weight around just for the fun of it. Remember that we are all in this together, and someone who doesn't understand your ways isn't necessarily attacking you. Remove yourself from toxic people as you engage with those who understand and support you. In the pre-dawn hours, Chiron, which has been retrograde in Aries since July 19th, stations direct. Over the past 6 months, confrontations with past pain have occurred more on an internal than an external level. That is to say, we've had to do battle with projections more than flesh and blood aggressors. Committing to our self-work has been our primary mechanism for healing and catharsis. By facing our fears and acknowledging old wounds, we have rediscovered our latent strengths and leadership potential. Now that we have investigated the contents of our own psyches, we must take lessons learned out into our daily reality. Bravery will be required to navigate anxieties in real time without resorting to reactivity. Over the next 7 months, as Chiron is in direct motion, seek to face conflict with courage and conviction. Following this, the Capricorn new moon helps us to set intentions for working manifestation magic. Capricorn new moons always fall around the start of the new calendar year, and we can use this occasion to establish resolutions for 2023. Although resolutions can be set anytime, writing them down on this date may give them a bit of extra staying power, relative to Capricorn's archetypal tenacity and perseverance. What kind of enterprises do you want to build now? In what arena do you want to achieve lasting success? Relationships? Health? Work? This goal-oriented new moon encourages us to lay the foundation for the inevitable attainment of our chosen goal. This moon also squares off with Jupiter, which ordinarily can see us setting our bar too high. We can expect too much of ourselves, or craft intentions that are too lofty to reach. However, we can avoid disappointment by breaking our ambitions down into manageable pieces, which is a particular talent of the Capricorn Sun and Moon. Slow and steady wins the race. There is no issue in setting our sights on the tallest peak, as long as we remember that our ascent will take time and patience.